Hi, I'm Susanna Steers, Integrated Movement Specialist and owner at Moving Spirit. If you're a mountain biker, then your body has really specific needs in terms of strength, stamina, and the dynamic stability you need to be able to handle the speed and the technical terrain that you ride every day. Even if you're scary fit, poor internal stability and bad movement patterning can cost you in terms of energy and efficiency, which affects your technique, your agility, your stamina, your power, your agility. Did I say that already? And ultimately, it affects your race times. In this little video, I'm going to show you a few ways that you can play around with your balance and control when you're not going down a hill at Mach 10, with a view to eliminating some common bracing patterns and really getting a sense of how to find a deep internal control that's going to serve you well on the race course or on the mountain. Then you can take what you learn and take it out on the ride with you. So, Fiona, if you could get up onto all fours on the ball. You just kind of lean into the ball, make sure you have lots of space around you, that there's no sharp objects in close proximity. And in this position, you want to gradually find your way to a relatively calm place on the ball. Notice if you're gripping your butt. Notice if there's a lot of bracing through the ribs, and see if you can kind of soften that off. Find that back of the shoulder blade, find some length through the length of the spine, and really get a sense that you can feel the floor through the ball. So you're not just hanging on like a cat on the top of the ball. You want to feel that you're connected, there's mobility, but you can still feel where the floor is. So when you're on your bike, you know where the ground is without having to look for it. This one is part A. Come on down. There are lots of variations you can do on there if you need. You can take, one arm off, one leg off. You can explore what your range is there. But as you do it, just make sure that you're really being clear about what's holding you. Good core support is important. So now, we're going to add a dimension. If you're riding a mountain bike, your lower body is doing something different than your upper body is doing quite often. The frame is between the two. Your hands are on the handlebars. So let's start as if you're maybe going a little bit uphill. You're on your hands and knees. Really get a sense of the connection through the knees and into the floor. And then there's a little trust moment where you have to kind of dive onto the ball so that you feel the hands. That's it. Bring the knees in. Center of gravity sort of midway between the two. Long neck. Here's a place where you can check in. Are you gripping your butt? Are you gripping the tops of the inner thighs? Can you let the inner thighs melt down and send their weight into the floor? That's it. Keep finding the length through the center. You may want to feel that your pelvic floor is active and kind of reaching long. There you go. And I want you to really get a sense that you're not going to grip through the ribs and through the shoulders as you come up onto all fours. You want some length and freedom in your upper back. Yeah. So when you've got that freedom, you can do a whole lot more movement through the limbs and through the handlebars if necessary. So if you're taking sharp cuts, if you're having to get up and over, you can do all of that. Great. Come on back. We're going to add another dimension because, of course, when you're on a bike, you're not holding onto a ball, you're holding onto handlebars. So we're going to put some handlebars on the ball. And it feels quite different. Some find it's a lot more unstable. Some people find it's a lot more stable. So you can play with both and see what works. Bring the body forward. That's it. Bring the weight a little further forward. So not your knees so much as your torso weight. Release the sit bones a little bit. Feel the length through the back of the pelvis so you're still connected to the seat of your bike a little bit. That's better. Long through the torso and unlock your armpits. And here you can play around a little bit with bringing your weight forward or sitting back onto your seat a little bit. Bringing your weight forward, sitting back onto your seat a little bit. Good. And come on down from there. Again, you can take lots of variations. Once you feel stable in this position, you can extend the arms. You can reach back through the legs a little bit. There are all kinds of, crazy things you can do. Turn a little bit. But now, what would happen if we're going downhill? Now these balls haven't got a huge difference in terms of their size, but we're going to flip them around. So now we're going to pretend Fiona's going downhill. So the second ball is a little lower. I'll hang on to it just for a minute to give you some time to connect. This one's always a little scarier because you're going downhill. That's it. Good. Now, as you start to feel where your center is, you want to release the scapula a little bit. Find that connection on the back, so butterfly wings back here. Some length through the core. Really feel the side body long on both sides. And little energy out through the crown of your head. So the connection through the arms is into the floor, up the back of the arm, across the shoulder blades, and down the other side. You don't want to lock the energy into the front of your chest. See if you, yeah, that's better. That's better. There you go. Feel how that got a little more stable?
Much.
Long through the back. Great. And come on up. I dealt with a mountain biker for a while who was dealing with severe pain through her sternum, and particularly when she was going downhill. And as we worked together, what I realized was that she was loading through her arms, through the front of her chest, and down into here. So she was absorbing all of the shock through this braced pattern in the front of her body. Once we got a sense of being able to open that up and feeling the connection into the back and into the core, so that even downhill, she wasn't locked into this, she was able to get out of that pattern and the pain diminished. So that was a good thing. So this is just a way to really open up the structure, and as you do that, you're going to get more efficient with how your patterning is when you're going uphill, downhill, up and over obstacles, you know, whatever that is. And you may find that it takes less energy to do more. So that's always a good thing.
Hey, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you found some great stuff to play with in your movement. If you want to get more great content like that, then there are a couple of ways to do it. You can click on the circle to the right to subscribe to Moving Spirit's YouTube channel, or you could look down at the website below, and there you can find blog articles, all kinds of information about how to move well. Hope you'll check us out.